welcome back to my channel. This is Crystal, and today I'm going to review the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup, and this is how it looks like. And it says here it has SPF 10, so that's really good because it means that it's going to protect your skin. So this has 30 ml or 1 fluid ounce to W1 Sand 36. I'm not really sure, but that is the shade that I got. Not sure if it's going to focus, but yeah, so that is the shade that I got. And I got this from Rustans in Alabang Town Center for around 2,700 pesos or 2,500. So this was one of my favorite foundations for a while, but I stopped using this because I just found some more affordable foundations from the drugstore that I really like. So I just stopped using this, and so now I'm just going to review it and see if I still like it. So I'm currently in esteelauder.com. I'm reading the product details. It says here, now with 24-hour staying power, the same long wear makeup you love, now proven to last even longer. Looks flawless and natural. Feels lightweight and so comfortable. Lasts through heat and humidity. It says here it has medium to full coverage, matte finish, and oil-free. Benefits: long wear, proven 24-hour wear. And it says here, formula facts: it's oil-free, oil-controlling, dermatologist-tested, non-acnegenic, won't clog pores, and fragrance-free. I got this foundation mainly because I have really oily skin. I need something that is long-lasting on my skin. You guys know that it's summer weather almost all year round here in the Philippines, so you need something that will stay in place all day. So before I apply my foundation, I'm going to moisturize my skin with the It's Skin Power 10 Formula VE Effector 10. So this is how it looks like. It's best to moisturize your skin before applying this foundation because this foundation is kind of thick, and you need something to moisturize your skin. Or you can use a primer, but I don't have my primer here with me right now. Moisturizing my skin will help me review the foundation more accurately. I'm just going to moisturize my skin very lightly. And this is actually a very light serum. It's not sticky. It dries very comfortable on my skin, so yeah. So I'm going to use a beauty blender on this side first. Then I'm going to use a brush on this side. So this one doesn't have a pump, but I know that they released the Double Wear foundation again, but with a pump. So I don't have that right now, so I'm just going to put some of that on the back of my hand. Okay, so with this foundation, you want to make sure that you blend really fast because it really sets, and once it sets, you can't move it around anymore. So I'm just using a sponge. Obviously, this is not my shade. I know that I'm going to look like Casper after blending all of this, but wow, that's really white. And when I got this, the girl said that this is my shade, but she applied a very thin layer of this. I don't know if this oxidizes, but when I tried it in Rustans, it felt like it was my shade. But when I got home, it's just so light for my skin tone. As you can see, it's super light for me, but it's okay because I can fix that with contouring, and I can probably apply a darker powder over that, but I think it's a lot better if I got a darker shade. Then I'm going to add more on my chin. I'm not really sure if it matches my neck, but in my viewfinder it shows that it kind of matches, but not really. But in person, this looks a lot lighter than my original skin color, so yeah. But it's not that bad. I think that you can definitely work with it, especially nowadays that contour and bronzing is very popular. You can get away with lighter foundations. Just set it with a darker powder and then contour. Then it's just going to look exactly the same with your skin color, but I think it's always better to check the shades available there and make sure that you get a foundation that is at least like one shade lighter. So I think that it's best to match it with your neck and not with your face, because sometimes it looks okay in the store, but when you get home, you'll realize that it's way too light. So that is one thin layer using a beauty blender. That beauty blender applies it really well. Applied it really evenly, and it didn't give me a hard time. It doesn't look heavy, it just looks really natural. And I really like the finish, blending it with a sponge. I think that it looks natural and it applied it really evenly. And I can't see my pores, so that is a good sign. So looking at my viewfinder, I can see that it looks patchy on my forehead. So that is my problem with this foundation. It's like, it can look amazing if you're good at blending, but if you're not really careful while you're blending, if you don't blend it fast, it can look like this. Like my forehead, it looks patchy. And I've never had difficulty blending a lot of drugstore foundations, but this one is a high-end foundation, but it's kind of difficult to work with. So if you want this foundation, make sure that you blend really fast. And I'm just going to apply this foundation on this side with a brush. So I'm just going to use a like flat top synthetic brush. So this one, I'm going to use this brush. Oh, I look like a ghost. Love, I look like a ghost now.
Why?
My foundation is so white. Right?
I like it.
Really? I think that I did my best to blend this foundation, because now there's no way to blend it because it already set. You can't really move it around anymore. If you do, you're just gonna mess up the entire foundation on your face. First, we're gonna talk about coverage. Well, I can still see my veins showing through, and I do have some discoloration here. It didn't completely cover that, but it made my skin look even. Like, it's one color now, even though I look like a ghost. But it made my skin look even, and it's definitely matte. It has a matte finish, and it doesn't have a glow. It just looks very matte. What's great about this foundation is that it sets. So now that I'm touching my face, it just feels like skin. And I think I read somewhere that this is transfer proof, so it's not going to transfer on your shirt or anywhere. It's just going to stay in place all day. Unless you're really oily, it's going to fade in certain areas of your face where it gets oily, but other than that, it really stays in place. Okay, so now I'm going to apply my concealer and the rest of my makeup, my bronzer, contour, blush, and lips, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back with the finished look, and I actually really like the finish of this. I already forgot how much I love this foundation, just because, like I said, I stopped using this for a while. And looking at my mirror right now, I can see that it looks really nice. It looks really flawless. But what's great about this foundation is that it's really long lasting. If you're going to special occasions, for weddings, this is perfect to use because it's definitely a long lasting foundation. Even if I touch my skin right now, it just feels like skin. The problem with this foundation is that you can't layer it because it's like paint. It dries like paint. It's very strong. So once it dries, you can't move it around anymore. And if you're going to apply another layer, it's going to disturb the foundation underneath, and I promise you guys, it's going to look really patchy. It's also probably because I got a light shade, so I'm probably going to repurchase this with the exact shade as my skin. But honestly, it's not that bad, especially when I already have my bronzer on. I still like this foundation because I'm very oily and I need foundations that doesn't feel oily on my skin. You know what I mean? What's great is that It's a long-lasting foundation. It means that everything that you put on top of it, your bronzer, your contour, your blush, will stay in place all day as well. So like with any other foundations, your biggest enemy is oil. So with this, even if you sweat, it's not going to fade. So, but once you get oily, once you rub it or touch your face, definitely some foundation will come off. But that's normal. It can happen with any other high-end foundations. But that is just my experience. I think that all foundations, no matter what brand it is, it's going to look patchy once you touch it if you get oily. I still highly recommend this foundation. It's still one of the best in the world for me because of its staying power. So I think that's it for my review of the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that your phones will be updated whenever I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys again next time.